Hello, how's everyone doing today? It is Berkfamily54comics. I am Steve. Welcome to my live stream giveaway. I'm going to be talking about the giveaway I'm doing tonight. I do have one guy that has joined me. He actually joined me for my last giveaway, and that is Los, also known as La Sombra. What's up, man?
What's going on? What's happening, man? Good to be here. Thanks for the invite.
Heck yeah. Well, I wanted to make sure you missed out on my last giveaway, but you were in the giveaway portion when I actually gave it away. I'm like, okay, if I get him on when I announce it, he's not going to miss it this time.
Seriously.
So I wanted to definitely invite you in here. I did invite a couple other people. I haven't heard back from a couple of them. So I think I'm just going to have you tonight, and that's fine. If anyone else wants to jump in, they most certainly can. Oh, we got the Magic Lasso. What's up, man? We got Nikki Larson. Hello. Chaos and Comics. What's up? When am I going to be on the show? Well, whenever you want, man. Literally, whenever you want. We can get you on pretty soon. That's for sure. This is spring break for me, man. I got 10 days off. Today is day number 2 of 10 off. I only got 8 days left off, which is sad.
I know it's bad when you basically just started and you're already thinking about the end. You're like, oh man, it's 8 days. It's like, oh, because it just started, but you're already thinking ahead.
Right. What's up, Flash? How's it going, man?
What's up, everybody?
Are your kids on spring break, or are they old enough to go to school?
I have my 5-year-old is in kindergarten, and she'll be going on another break soon, sometime in April, I think. She'll get another week off or something like that.
Okay. Cool. I like those books behind you, man. Those are some sweet books. Almost all of them are gold labels too. Nice.
Yeah. So I finally got where's that guy right there? That's Superman back. So this whole entire row down here is all Neil Adams signed. The Superman. Oh, this guy. So it's 7.5, 8.0, and then 8.5. It just keeps growing up. So I was like, all right.
We're gonna be giving away one of those Neil Adams books behind Lo.
One of these is gonna be given away.
Yeah, we're giving away all that. No, I'm just kidding. Thanks everyone for joining us. I appreciate Lois for joining me. This is probably gonna be a very short live stream. I just noticed that my subs just keep going up, and I just felt like being nice guy and do another giveaway, because I just did one and I think I went up 140 in a month. So felt like doing another giveaway. So which book?
You've been shooting up pretty quick. You're closing in on that 1,000, man.
I know, man. I just got to get more hours viewed and views.
Yeah, that's the thing that a lot of people kind of forget. It's you can get to the 1,000, but you need 4,000 hours watched.
I'm not even halfway there.
No, it's insane. It's absolutely insane.
It's so hard. Well, it's crazy is one of my videos has 4,000 views.
Yep.
So without that, I'd be like half as much, which is crazy. But
that is
get there soon. Maybe I'll have a couple videos to get thousands of views. We'll see. I don't know. Okay, here we go. This is how you enter it. All of this stuff is in the description of the video. So if you don't hear it correctly or you don't understand it, you can just click on the little description or info, and it's all right there. I'm literally reading directly from there. So here is how you enter. I'm going to be giving away 2 things for 700 and 800. Number 1, you have to be a resident of the U.S. or be willing to split the cost of international shipping. Recently, I've always done just U.S., but there's a couple of people like the Gray Man and a few others that are not in the U.S., and I always felt bad they couldn't enter. So the Gray Man, you can enter, man, as long as you say you're going to split the shipping with me. Number 2, you have to be 18 or older. Not going to do anything that's not 18 or older.
Yeah.
Okay, here's number 3. This is the biggest one. Okay, so you need a comment for 1 entry. You need a comment overall, but if you leave a comment answering the questions, you get 1 entry. If you create a video, you get 3. Now you do need to comment your video entry, which Last time I only had like one person do correctly. So please, 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 if you make a video, comment a link to it so I don't have to go searching around for it. In your comment or your video, I need to know your name or your YouTube name or whatever it is. I need to know your name, your favorite Power Ranger or Ninja Turtle, and why. So if you may not be a Power Ranger fan like me or Ninja Turtle fan like me, but you probably still have one that's your favorite, and I want to know why. It does not matter to me whether it's, Raphael or if it's Venus de Milo or or one of the newer Power Rangers. I don't care. And I also need to know what types of videos you would like to see on my channel more. Also, the deadline to enter is April 11th at 11:59 p.m. And also, I'm going to add this in there because apparently I did not do that last time, or I didn't do it this time. You need to be subscribed to my channel too, obviously. So, all of that.
Only fair.
Now, that is how you enter. If you want to know what you win, I'm going to go over it right now. First place, you can win a mystery box with 8 comic books in it. Sorry, that's second place. If you take first place, you get 8 comic books and a slab. You ready to see a slab?
There you go.
All right, here we go. I'm going to go full screen here real quick. Yeah, full screen. Here we go. So if you take first place, you get 8 comic books and a slab. And this is the slab that you would win. This is Deathstroke 33. Variant cover by Francesca Mattina and a CGC 9.6. This is a pretty awesome cover of Damian Wayne with the whole like Deathstroke mask going on. So if you take first place, this is what you would win, along with 8 other free comic books. So
very nice.
That's our giveaway.
Very nice. That cover is beautiful.
Right?
Right? Listen, Mattina had, the whole, scandal where he's like, oh, he's copying people, whatever. But he's had some of the other covers besides like that Batman and Punisher, garbage.
Yeah.
Some of his covers have been amazing. His Spawn covers are ridiculous. So, I mean, the guy's talented. You can't fault him for, copying a few things or whatever here and there. Like, how many other people have copied other works and stuff like that and gotten away with it? So it's like, whatever. It's like, I don't care. Like, he's damn talented. I know he's more talented than most of the people that are out there. So I'm like that. I could draw stick figures. That's about it. So
right.
I see some of his covers. I'm like, holy crap! I'm like,
right. For sure. He still has some really. He's still one of my favorite cover artists right now. Definitely, regardless of all that stuff of how he's either copied his own work or copied other people's work. Yeah, he still has a ton of really awesome stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely.
His Spawn covers are very nice, according to Chaos and
Comics. They are. Actually, Chaos and Comics. He had a comment earlier. He basically said which book was he the biggest a-hole when I got them signed. And
you're talking about Neil Adams?
Yeah, and I want to say it was this guy. So I already had the Batman signed by him, and then I went to get this one signed. I cracked it open because it was already graded. Cracked it, got it signed, and I was like, yeah, I'm working my way towards getting the trifecta, like these kind of 3 big books. Batman 251 is another one, but these are like the 3 big ones that he's done. And so I was like, oh yeah, I'm working on getting Superman. And he's like, hey, what you have to get now is the Superman. I was like, yeah, I know that, but they're expensive and they don't sell them as a set, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I get. I mean, I know he was trying to be.
Like this guy is.
Yeah, it's like I know he was trying to be funny and like, oh yeah, it's like, but come on, like I can't afford it. All right,
right. I don't think most people can, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, come on, man. Like, I'm working on it. Like, hold on.
Right, for sure. I have heard mixed reviews about Neil Adams, whether he was nice or not nice.
Yeah, like I said, the other 2 times that I've gotten books from him, even that one, like I said, I think he was trying to be funny, but I haven't had those nasty encounters with him. I've heard the war stories too, where people are like, oh my god, this dude is absolutely insane, and I don't know if he's just bipolar or what, but you catch him on a good day, he's okay. You catch him on a bad day, and he just like kind of like loses it on you, and like, all right. So I guess I caught him on 3 good days. So I'm like, I'm happy about that. I think if you go into it and you like compliment him at the very beginning, it kind of like boosts his spirits, and then he doesn't act like an a-hole towards you. So,
Right.
You just go in with that mindset. Even if you don't want to compliment him, just do it, get it out of the way, informality, and then he's okay with you.
Right. I feel like that's with a lot of people. Just like with parents, like for parent-teacher conferences, I feel like you always got to start with a compliment of their child before you talk about anything bad. So you gotta butter them up, right?
That's it. It's like, well, something bad's coming. It's like, yeah, so your kid's awesome, but
but he's not actually awesome. All right, so that's my giveaway. So it says 700 and 800 because last time I did, I think, a 500 subscriber giveaway, and I surpassed 600 in like 3 weeks. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to give it a little over a month to see if I get to 700. I'll get to 700, I know for sure, but to see if I get to 800. And regardless, I'm going to give away both mystery boxes, even if I don't get to 800 by the end of the whole giveaway. Close to 700. That's dope, bro. That's right. I don't have the hours watch that you guys do because you guys did a ton of live shows forever. But hopefully soon.
Nice. Yeah, that's awesome. Hell yeah.
I teach high school. So 9th or 12th. Most of my kids are juniors, though. So
right when they're becoming a-holes.
Well, maybe. No, they're great kids.
They're good kids.
They're great kids. I enjoy my job.
That's awesome.
Actually, our basketball team just qualified for the state tournament. So they're one of 8 teams remaining. So I'm going to go up and watch them play here during the break. Drive an hour and 20 and watch these.
I remember my high school basketball team. They, I think there was every season I was there was a losing season. And there was one season where they only had 1 win. So they were pretty bad. I was like, Jesus, like these guys are horrible. Right.
Yeah, my high school that I went to, we were good at everything except for boys basketball, and now they're good at boys basketball. Just because like the school I went to it's a really, really big school, and most of the kids at our school had a lot of money. Not me, but like most of the kids did. You know what I mean?
Isn't that me?
And now the school I teach at plays like they've always played them, but like I don't know. I feel like I'm like, man, I actually do not like the high school that I went to because no one likes a school that's good at everything, right?
Yeah.
Let's see here. Haven't entered many giveaways, but gonna enter this one. Really enjoyed this channel. Plus the Power Rangers content is awesome. Not my channel, but dig the Power Ranger books. Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate that, Flash.
Awesome.
I'm excited to see what everyone comments. Again, you have to comment in the actual video after I post this. All of this stuff, I'll go over it one more time. Be a resident of the U.S., be 18 or older, sub to my channel, you have to comment regardless, but if you're just going to do a comment, you get 1 entry. If you comment a link to your video, you get 3. I need to know your name, your favorite Power Ranger or Ninja Turtle, and why. What types of videos you would like to see on my channel, and you have until April 11th, which is a Saturday at 11:59 p.m. The reason why I did April 11th is because it's a little bit over a month, and that's on a Saturday, so I can just do it the following day on a Sunday and ship it out on Monday. If you take first or second place, you're gonna get a mystery box of 8 comic books in it, and if you take first place, your mystery box is also going to include this slab, Deathstroke 33, Matina variant in a CGC 9.6. So that's my giveaway. Chino Comics and More said, yeah, our brother Burke and his crew kick ass. Appreciate that. I'm assuming this is Manny. Manny or Chino, I like you both. We haven't hooked up in a while. Hopefully we can do a video soon. Agreed.
Great guys, man. Like I said, I mean, the community itself, man, you got people that show up to every live stream. They'll pop in, even if it's just for a second, which is awesome. Like I said, I have a relatively small channel, and even when I go live, I still have a few people pop in all the time. And I'm like, nice. It's like, that's awesome. It's not just me talking to myself.
Yeah, absolutely. Give me 1 second here. I'm grabbing something.
Yes, sir.
So you're talking about how awesome the community is. I want to show off this AOK that Lowe sent me about 6 months ago, 4 months ago.
Oh, yeah,
6 months ago, actually. Dude sent me a Shazam #1. He posted 2 of them, I think, on his Instagram. I'm like, haha, send me one. I was joking. And he's like, yeah, DM me your info. I'll send you it. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
awesome.
like I said, especially if it's somebody's looking for something, right? People are not looking to flip something. It's something that they want in their personal collection. They're like, yeah, I've been looking for this book for so long in a decent grade, not something crappy and then overpriced or whatever. And I saw that. I'm like, yeah, I got, multiple copies, obviously. I was like, yeah, I mean, shoot me a message. And it was just funny, Steve was like, hey, how much? And I'm like, no, just send me your information. It was like, wait, what? It's like, yeah, don't worry about it. It's like,
what? Right?
It's like, don't worry about it.
And you know what's crazy is in that note you sent me, you're like, hey, just pay it forward next time you have 2 of something. And I did not know that you needed a Batman 251 as well, or I would have sent that one to you. I feel really, really bad about that now.
No worries.
I asked you, I'm like, hey, which one of these is better?
Yeah.
And I actually ended up sending Carlito the better one anyways.
Nah, no worries, man. Like I said, and the thing is, he had that he had a higher grade. He had like a 9.0 or something like that, right? That he had
a 9.0 that he sold.
That he had to sell because he had some, things that he had to pay for, which, sucks. Obviously, life gets in the way and, shit happens. And the fact that, he had to sell, that's a big book for a lot of people, especially in that high grade. And the price of that book just keeps going up. And so the fact that he was at least able to get it back, who cares what grade it's in? You're able to get it back in your collection. I know that's a book that he probably didn't care the grade. He's like, I just want it back. So, the fact that he got it, I'm like, hey, I'm happy. You know what I mean? Like, I just want people to get the books that they want. Eventually I'll get it. And I'm not worried about it, but I was happy that he got it. I'm like, hey, hell yeah. I was like, cause it just sucks. It sucks when you lose a book, not of your own, just because you don't want to lose it. You have to get rid of it because it's a book that will sell quick and you can get the money fast to pay for something else. And it's just like, it's heartbreaking because I've had to do that too. I mean, I had to sell a couple books. When I first moved out here, I actually had to sell my entire collection. And that killed me. I had books in there that I'm just like, now to get those back, like my ASM 129, I had it in a pretty good, it was probably like an 8.0, and I had to sell it because it was a nice key to sell the entire collection. And to now get an 8.0 is ridiculous. Like,
right, that's
8.0, yeah, it's ridiculous. When I bought it, it was the highest price book that I've ever paid for out of pocket. I think it was like $100 or something like that, or and I was like, oh my god, I'm like, this is so much money for this book, but I'm like, I want it. It was the first Punisher, and I finally got it, and it was a decent grade, and it was never pressed or anything like that, so I probably could have pressed it and got it better. And then I sold it, and now I'm like, oh, let me see if I can get an 8.0. I was like, you want what? Yeah, no, I'm out. I'm like, I can't. Right. I'm like, sorry. I mean, I was able to get it back at a lower grade. I think at like a 6.0 or something like that. But still, it's heartbreaking when you have to sell stuff. So I'm just like, I get it. And that's why I was happy that he got it. Good dude. And, I've seen all the books that he's given you and stuff like that. So I'm like, nah, he deserved it. And congrats, man. Good to have it back in the collection.
So he sent me this book right here. It's Detective 1000 Virgin variant. Came back in 9.2, which is stupid. So they were cracking and resending. But he also sent me this guy, which is Power Rangers #5, San Diego Comic-Con variant in a 9.8, which I used to actually have. And exactly what you said. I had to sell it when I needed some money.
Yep.
And he's like, he just sent it to me because he knew that I wanted it. Yeah. And I was so thankful. And so when I got that extra copy of 251 and I was thinking about that note you sent me, I'm like, man, I definitely want to send this to him. So
that's awesome. Like I said, again, like I said, this community is awesome. People reach out all the time. They're like, hey, you need this, you need that. And I made it to C2E2 the past weekend and ran into a bunch of YouTubers and stuff like that, and I finally got to meet.
Yeah, I saw the photo of you.
Yeah, I finally got to meet a crap ton of people and stuff like that. It was awesome. Like I finally got to meet Kavi. Like I've spoken to Kavi for almost 2 years, right, and never met him and stuff like that. So to finally meet him, obviously Kenny, Comic Head 84. To meet all these dudes, JP and Eric, I was like, oh man. And there was no like awkwardness. It was like a bunch of like a high school reunion. Everybody got together, everybody's just shooting the shit, and it was fine. Like there was no weirdness. It was just like we knew each other forever. And it's just like, oh yeah, it's like all right. It's like and just
I saw the photo of you guys like all at the dinner together. That looks so fun.
Yeah, it was awesome. Like so, and I'm hoping that I can make it to another one where people are at and stuff like that. So I know JP is working on he has his 2020 wish list, and he had a couple of books on there. That he found 2 of them that he was able to get, and I seen the list, and I'm like, hey, I have one of those books on his list that he didn't cross off, and I mean it's not the grade that he was kind of looking for, but it's
it's the book.
It's a book, and I have it, and I'm like, and I looked at it, I'm like, damn, it can use some work. So I do have a press. I've been working on doing that and stuff like that. So I've been working on cleaning it, which looks pretty good right now. I'm like, okay, so I'm trying to get it to like a respectable mid-grade. So I reached out to him like, hey, JP, I got a book that's on your list. I want to send it to you. I need to clean it up and do some stuff to it. And hopefully I can make it a respectable grade. And he's like, yeah, he's like, you know what? He's like, it's unnecessary. You don't need to do that. But, he's like, if you want, if you feel like you want to send it, go for it, man. So I'm like, I'll let you know when I'm done cleaning it, pressing it. I want to make it look as best as possible. And I'll ship it out to you and stuff like that. So hopefully
you are the best. You're definitely the best.
Oh, I see it. And it was just funny because I just seen it. I'm like, I think I have that book. I'm like, let me go through my boxes. And of course, I'm like, oh, there it is. It's like, so I'm like, I was like, it needs a little bit of work. But so far I've been, cleaning up and it actually looks pretty good. I'm like, okay, like
nice.
Not bad. It needs a press, but once I do that, hopefully it'll look pretty good and I can ship that out to him.
I still need to press my ASM 129 and send it to CGC.
Yeah.
So that's on my to-do list in the next couple months for sure.
Nice. Yeah.
The guy that I use for pressing, he did like a sale like a couple weeks ago where it was like 50% off pressing costs. So I just paid for like 6 of them to be pressed, and I just didn't send in any. And I knew like as soon as I paid for it, I'm like, I'm gonna wait because he just did the sale. Everyone is sending their crap to him in the con season. So I'm gonna wait to where he's not busy, so I don't have to wait another month after I send it to get it back. So I'm gonna wait another couple weeks, and then I'm gonna send it. And then probably when it gets back, I'll probably do. I'll update my CGC membership and send it in. Hey, what's up, Riggs? Everyone, if you want to enter all the description, all the info for the giveaway is in the description. I'm giving away this and some mystery books for my 700 and 800 subscriber giveaway. How to enter and all that stuff is in the description. So when we get done here, just comment all your stuff and you can enter. So hopefully Los enters this time. So hopefully he can win because I definitely want him to win because he's an awesome guy sending out the AOKs. So
yeah, I know it was like last minute. I'm like, crap. I'm like, everything just happened, and I'm like, maybe I can squeeze this in. And I was like, and
I wanted to let you in, man, but I was like, man, someone's gonna get mad if this dude wins.
And listen, and I get it. I mean, it was completely fine. Being able to just put out a video or at least do something to get it in, just to be able to put that out there, stuff like that. I don't care. A lot of times, if I win, it's just a plus. Most of the time, I'm just in it to spread. The support for the community and stuff like that. That's pretty much it. Like I said, if I win, hey, it's great. But most of the time, it's like, hey, I just want to enter because I want to show my support. I want to help out everybody and stuff like that. So, yeah.
So I want to say this, if you enter in the next morning after, I will still count it. So anyone that's watching, they know if he enters in a couple of hours late, I'm gonna count it this time.
Nice.
He's gonna enter before that, but just in case.
Nice. Thank you.
Cool. All right. Well, that's all I got, man. You got anything else you want to talk about before we get off here?
No, the only thing I have is if anybody's following me on Instagram, and maybe even on YouTube, I might show it because I'm probably going to do an unboxing. But I did submit 9 books to CGC.
Dude.
At C2E2. 8 of those books, or maybe 7 of those books, are actually going to be up for sale. So I'm going to be selling 7 of those slabs. I submitted 2 Green Lantern 48s. The first Kyle Rayner. 1 is probably going to go to my brother. It's his favorite character, favorite Green Lantern. Sure. So I'm probably going to send that to him because he actually bought my plane ticket to go to Chicago. So I'm like, I'll give you 1 copy of that. And then the Superman Batman #8, the Michael Turner Virgin variant. Nice. I submitted that as well. That's my copy. So I all those books, that's staying with me. The rest of them are going to be for sale. I think I have 2 Eternals #1. I have a couple of variant issues up there for Batman 12 variant and a couple other books. So hopefully I'll be unboxing those. Hopefully they get decent grades. And I'll be looking to kind of move those books. So, nice. When I unbox those, they're probably going to be for sale. So
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna do a video here pretty soon on how comic book collecting actually is one of the better hobbies, because there's several reasons, but the number one is because a lot of times the books will just go up in value. Like you said, you paid $100 for an ASM 129. You said it was an 8.0. It's probably worth $1,000, $1,500 now. So, I mean, it's definitely a hobby that definitely puts more money in your wallet if you wait a while, compared to other ones where, let's say you're adding stuff to your car. That's not going to increase the value of your car.
No.
It may look really awesome.
No.
It doesn't help. So.
No, it doesn't.
You can always resell. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah. That's my overall goal is to kind of thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Appreciate that.
My overall goal is to kind of make this a self-funding hobby. Get books that I have that I kind of like, but as far as my collecting style now, it doesn't fit anymore. So I'm trying to move those books to buy books that I actually want, and no money comes out of the bank account that pays bills. Right. That it'll just kind of roll over and stuff like that. So that's what I've been trying to do. As I got back into it and I bought a shit ton of variants and all that stuff. And
I saw you had a ton up for sale at one point. I'm like, man, this guy's regretting buying all those variants. I
have a lot of variants. I do have a lot of variants that are graded. I have almost the entire run of Justice League, the black and white sketches, the first 12 that Jim Lee did.
Dude, nice.
And then the next 14 or something, because it's 26. I have the first 24. I'm missing 26 or something like that, and most of them are graded. So those are the ones that I'm still keeping because I like those.
Dude, those Jim Lee covers are sweet.
But some of these other ones that I'm just I can move this one. It was I really need this one. I'm looking to build my Silver Surfer collection. I'm trying to get that first run, the volume 1. So that's what I'm working on now. That's my next run, being that I finished my X-Men run from 94 to 143. I finished that entire run. Or minus 101. I sold my copy because I needed the funds and I knew that copy would sell. But I wanted to upgrade it anyway. So, but I have pretty much that entire run. I want to say 90% graded. I only have a few books in there that are not graded. A
lot of graded books, man.
I'm not TJ level, but I'm maybe 200.
You're close.
I have 200 or something like that ish, or something.
No, I'm just
this
kidding.
this entire cabinet back here is basically just for graded books.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, well, that's all we got, honestly. What's up, Mike? So like I said earlier, if you want to enter, all the stuff for how to enter is in the description. You can win this guy along with 8 other free comic books. If you get first, if you get second, you just get 8 free comic books. You have until the 11th to enter of April, and you can make a video for 3 entries or comment for 1. So that's all we got. So
Chaos and Comics. Yeah, my YouTube screen name is awful. If you tried to look it up, you will never find it. But you found a loophole.
I found a loophole.
If you look up La Sombra 2579, my Instagram name, it pops up here, and it's like one of the first ones. I didn't even know that. I was like, wait, what?
I found your YouTube channel. I was like, what? Why can't I find this guy? So I just searched it. I'm like, oh, very first one, easy.
Nice. Because I didn't even know that. I was like, wait. I was like, and I did it myself. I'm like, oh crap, yeah, it is. I'm like, all right.
Yep. All right, Rose, thanks for joining me. Thanks everyone in the live chat here for joining us. We had a good time.
Yes.
It went way longer than I thought it would, just because we like talking comics. We like having a good time. And I appreciate you for joining me, man.
Yeah, no problem, man. Anytime, man. Like I said, anytime, I try to help out the community whenever I can. And if I have the time, I'll be on here, man. So thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. And I'm going to add his channel to the description as soon as we get off here. So you can find him, so you don't have to search La Sombra 2579 to find him. So make sure you're following him on Instagram and YouTube. This is Berkfamily54comics. I'm Steve. And remember, go Cats.